Now then.
Wait, no, we didn't vote yet. You skipped the second half.
The hell you saying?
I mean, unless we want to vote for everybody. No. No. You guys have skipped an entire segment of the game. I mean, how will we really know who the Blackened is? Oh. You're lying. Well, that's a good example to set for your Cubs, I guess. Off to Chapter 3!
The hell you saying?
Well, that can be left to the imaginations of everybody. Wait, what? Monokuma, stop. The fourth wall can't handle this much breaking.
Another shocking truth revealed.
Back to square one.
Square one? If Square won, they wouldn't have got eaten by the competition.
After that terrible movie, they had no other choice.
Wait a minute. Was that a jab at Square Enix for the spirits within? I seriously doubt it, but that's my headcanon.
Wow! What does that mean?
Don't ask.
It means he doesn't want to get involved in another pointless argument. Like this one.
We shouldn't listen to anything Maki says. She's just gonna throw out more lies.
But if we don't ask her for more details, how will we know for sure?
I told you already, we don't need to. I hate liars. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Bullshit.
You're one to talk.
Maki, just ignore that lying little degenerate. We'll listen to what you have to say.
It must have been a little after midnight last night. He visited me at my research lab. He wanted me to show him the motive video that I received.
Motive video?
If Ryoma came to ask about that, does that mean you had his motive video?
As I recall, Ryoma had Maki's motive video, correct? Does this mean you and Ryoma received one another's motive video?
How convenient.
I actually didn't check the one I got, so I wouldn't know.
Maki admitted earlier that she hadn't checked her Cubs pad.
Then why did Ryoma think that Maki had his motive video?
If he went around asking at random, he might have asked some people besides Maki.
He never asked me. He probably never asked you guys either, right?
Then, who was it that told Ryoma about his Cubs pad?
Oh, I think I could hazard a guess. Someone who knew who had each pad. Kokichi! Causing problems yet again.
It's you!
That would be Kokichi. So, you saw the motive videos. Did you tell Ryoma that Maki had his?
When males get this quiet, they're either caught in a lie or thinking dirty thoughts.
Or doing both.
What happened then, Maki? After Ryoma asked you for his motive video?
I told Ryoma just to take it from my room. I keep my room unlocked.
Wow, Maki, that's super careless. Aren't you scared someone might kill you in your sleep?
I don't think anybody's that suicidal.
And then what happened?
I I don't know what happened after that. I'm not even sure if he saw his motive video. When he asked me, he said that he would show me my motive video in return. But I wasn't interested, so I declined. And that's pretty much it.
So you don't even know if Ryoma saw his motive video? What a bunch of crap.
If Maki met with Ryoma at nighttime, that proves he was still alive then. Which means, even though we don't have alibis from 8 to 10, Maki and me aren't suspects.
If that story is true.
That's a big if right there.
It's true.
Then why did you wait until now to bring that up?
I didn't say anything until now because I wasn't in the mood to be suspected.
Suspected? What for?
Kirumi said it earlier. It seems that Ryoma and I had each other's motive videos. And that's pretty fishy, right? So I didn't want to mention it to avoid suspicion.
You didn't say anything because you weren't in the mood?
It is quite selfish to keep this information hidden because you were not in the mood.
Well, whatever. Either way, let's just believe Maki.
Yes, yes! Those who believe shall be saved!
So where does that leave us?
No, we need to wait. There is still more to confirm.
Well then, why don't we ask Kokichi?
Huh? What now?
You never answered my question. Were you the one who told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video?
Is that really important?
Yes, it is important. Because if Kokichi told Ryoma,
Oh!
it becomes more likely that Ryoma visited Maki during nighttime.
That'll prove her innocence. Good idea.
I see. Kokichi's response may help corroborate Maki's testimony.
Now you understand why I don't want your charade. I want the truth.
Well, Kokichi, did you tell Ryoma?
You said it earlier. I don't want to die, right? If you really don't want to die, then you better tell us the truth.
Here comes the dramatic turnabout. Now I'm the one pressured by Maki. Okay, it's true. I told Ryoma.
Just as I thought.
But that's not a bad thing, right? He wanted to know, so I told him.
Have you seen everyone's motive video?
No, not yet. I was gonna wait until we hosted like a movie screening party. I just checked who had whose so I could give them back to everyone after.
I see.
Anyway, if Kokichi told Ryoma that, then he must have gone to see Maki. That means Maki's telling the truth. Ryoma was alive during nighttime.
No, we cannot be too sure about that yet. Even if Ryoma and Maki did meet, it does not mean it was during nighttime yesterday. So you still suspect me? I am saying it could still be a possibility. If there is still a small chance of you being the culprit, then I cannot trust you entirely.
Alright, so we have somebody going on the offensive.
Because everyone's lives are at stake.
Woo! Those eyes, they lit up.
Then which is it? A lie or not lie?
Well, I think we can help that along.
She's not lying. Can't you tell just by looking at her?
No.
If it was that easy, we'd be done by now. No, this is a world of lies and betrayal.
Himiko! It breaks my heart to hear you say depressing things!
I know you can't hear it, but my eyes keep rolling every time she brings this up. And it's not because I don't value friendship, it's because my god is it laid on thick.
I find Maki's testimony suspicious. It's far too convenient for her.
I agree.
This is
difficult to determine.
How about another debate?
Maki is lying. Like I said before, a liar like me knows their own kind.
I'm not lying. I did meet up with Ryoma during nighttime. I'm telling the truth.
Which one do we believe? Which one do we want to believe? Oh boy. We either go one direction or we go the opposite direction. One is correct, the other one leads to damnation. We'll do it for Kaito, I guess. Which means we need to spin this to Maki's advantage. I know exactly what he's thinking. I have to change where this argument is going, just like Kaede did. AKA... lying.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that this meeting took place, then there is no reason to believe your testimony, I'm afraid.
As expected, Maki is lying to us. If you can't prove your claim, then it's the same as an outright lie!
Interesting. That is too obvious of a lie. We need to be able to convince them, and I think I saw the statement. But this all depends on how much knowledge I have on what happens to the truth bullets if we lie. The only thing I could see is prove that the meeting took place. We're gonna have to convince them in one way or another.
If no one can prove that this meeting...
Oh, Maki not alone, that works! Yes!
I'll reveal the truth. I might not be able to prove they met, but I can prove Maki wasn't alone.
Oh, let's see how you spin this, Shuichi.
Oh? Please explain.
Well, Kaito and I train together every night. And yesterday, because of the insect meet and greet, we started late. Huh? Ah, Kaito, don't worry. You don't have to say anything.
Just run with it, man. It's called improvisation.
Anyway, we were doing some frog squats on the school stairs when we heard two people talking.
People talking?
We knew one of them was Maki, but we couldn't pick out the other one. But now that I think about it, it must have been Ryoma.
What?
Yeah, maybe. That was probably around midnight.
Oh, God.
Wait a minute! If you heard their voices, then that means...
So Ryoma and Maki did meet up.
I can't believe that worked. I honestly can't believe that worked.
No, hold up! Why'd you sit on that info for so long?
Oh, great. Defense mode.
Because until just now, I didn't think it was relevant. I had no reason to bring it up.
Now, we don't know if Maki was really talking to Ryoma, right?
That is true. If I knew for certain, I would have said so sooner. But considering the circumstances, I can't imagine it being anyone but Ryoma. None of us were talking to Maki last night, correct? So it must have been him.
Okay, think about this. Shuichi is relying, basically begging, on nobody to speak up here, saying that they talked to Maki late at night. If nobody else did, we put our faith on the dead man. That is a great play.
And nobody say you suddenly remember talking to Maki. It's way too late for that.
Well, technically no, seeing as how we just did it.
And you two did not confirm who Maki was talking to at the time? If I overheard a conversation in the middle of the night, I surely would have checked. We are still part of a killing game after all.
Well, who cares? We're careless? We were doing frog squats? What do you want?
Whoa, chill out. Why this scary face?
Indeed.
That was my bad, but it's not really manly to eavesdrop, you know? I wouldn't do something so uncool.
Anyway, I know that we heard those voices. Maki is not lying.
Then Gonta will believe friends.
You're gonna believe him? Just like that? But Shuichi has no reason to lie.
Yes. If his lie leads us to the wrong culprit, he will join us in eternal sleep. Unless he wishes for death, we should be able to believe him.
That's right. You can believe me.
Yeah, you're right. I'll believe him too.
That should not have worked!
Belief shall set you free!
And lies will make you live longer.
I'd be so surprised if Shuichi was a liar. Especially after we believed him for so long.
Oh my god, he can tell.
We wouldn't be able to trust anyone anymore. Well, it's not like he's lying anyway.
Oh my god, he knows! Help!
All right, that proves it then. Ryoma was still alive during nighttime. In other words, me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
But I guess that means everyone's alibis no longer matter, yes?
So, everyone is culprit again?
So, we're right back where we started. What a pain.
However, it should be clear now that the crime occurred after nighttime began.
But then when was Ryoma's body placed inside the piranha tank?
Well, the gym is locked at nighttime, so it must have been the next morning, but...
That's not possible. Himiko and I were at the gym, remember?
So did we fuck up by thinking the body got stuffed into the piranha tank?
I don't think so. We have evidence to prove that's what happened.
Then when did the culprit throw the body into the piranha tank?
When, oh when, did it get put into the tank? Maki was with Ryoma around midnight, so it couldn't have been before nighttime. And if it couldn't have been the morning after... Ah, great.
The only time they could have done it was during nighttime, huh?
Did you forget the gym's not open at nighttime, dick cheese?
Dick cheese?
Don't eat it, it's gross.
But that's the only possibility, because by morning we were already at the gym.
Which means this gets a lot more complicated.
It may be possible they slipped by without you noticing.
No one can slip by me. I'm known far and wide as the snoozing sorceress.
Able to cast spells at...
What a terrible title for a guard.
She must be a paladin.
Are you positive that you did not see it? You cannot enter the gym at nighttime.
Himiko would have seen it. She might strike out, but she always keeps her eye on the ball.
I don't even play baseball.
But we can't disobey school rules, right? The body was probably moved in the morning.
Calm down, everyone! Gonta sure if we discuss disagreement.
I see through your arguments. Disagreement?
Oh!
What? A disagreement? You mean you're split down the middle again?
Yes!
Then, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds!
Debate, scrum, debate, scrum, debate, scrum!
Yippee! We've been waiting for this!
Me too!
Jeez, we gotta do that whole crazy thing again?
Aw, come on, Kaito, it's great. Every time we're split on the matter, it's time for another scrum. Let's focus on that evidence. We're still going with it. Oh, this means we need to do the impossible. We need to turn the entire case on its head and show them that it was done during nighttime. We have to get them to see a false truth. That's fantastic. Failure's not an option. Let's do it!
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
Is it not possible you simply missed the culprit?
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the gym at night.
The piranha tank is too far from the gym's entrance.
But pool next to gym also off limits at night.
But should we trust Maki's testimony in the first place?
Alright. We have our opposition. Let's see what we can do about it. Simplest statements first, then argue accordingly. I agree. Let's do it. Hey, about that announcement, Angie!
I was in front of the gym with the others, before the announcement.
Is it not possible?
Oh, I missed!
Kimiko!
You were right in front of the door. There's no way we could have missed them.
Remember, the rules...
Read those rules!
Kaito! Rules probably don't apply to corpses, you know.
The piranha tank is
About
too
that
far
tank!
from the gym.
I got this! You might be able to reach the tank from the window above the stage.
But pool next
What
to
about
gym
off limits?
also off
Maki!
Entering the pool at night's what's off limits, not the pool area itself.
But should we trust
And
Maki's
that testimony!
Tenko!
It's okay, because we have Shuichi's testimony, too.
Alright, button mash! Oh, God! I pressed the wrong button so violently that it killed me! Wow, I lost a heart and a fourth. Good God. Alright, so pay attention. And... oh, new button. There we go. Oh, there we go.
This is our answer.
It's true that you cannot enter the gym at nighttime, but a corpse could. I am positive that the window was how the culprit moved the body.
That window's higher than the piranha tank, and it's pretty close by. The curtains might have been closed, but the window was open the whole investigation.
That means it was certainly possible to put the body in the piranha tank from the window.
Now we're getting somewhere. As soon as I saw the windows, I had a hunch. And now we're putting it to good use.
However, I'm also positive the pane dividing the piranha tank was set up beforehand.
That certainly couldn't be tossed in. It would need to be placed carefully.
Even if the culprit were to throw the body from outside the window, the window is far too high. It cannot be reached from the floor.
Ryoma was small. Gonta could have chucked him easy.
Yes, but Gonta wouldn't do that. Gentlemen not chuck dead bodies.
I learned from experience.
Being a gentleman has nothing to do with it.
Just don't chuck corpses.
I know! They used the ladder in the gym! figured it out while you were investigating, Shuichi. That ladder reached the window, right? So the culprit just needed to put the body through the window to pull it off, right?
Not exactly. When we tested it, we were able to open the curtains to the window. But the ladder doesn't actually reach the window.
That's it! The only reason the ladder reached the window was because it was on the stage. If you used the ladder on the pool side, it would not quite make it. The ladder could barely reach the window when it was on the stage. And there is nothing on the pool side of the gym as tall as the stage.
Okay, I realized my thinking was a bit askew, but the same result still happened. I guess they were talking about the pool side, I thought they were talking about stage side, whatever, it still works.
Finally, the ladder was found in the gym, correct? If the culprit used the ladder on the pool side, we wouldn't have found it in the gym.
And they couldn't have thrown the ladder back through the window because it's too heavy.
Then Gonta used his hard strength to throw the ladder or the body or something.
Gentlemen not throw dead bodies. Or ladders.
The body could not have been thrown into the piranha tank to begin with.
Can you imagine Ryoma being slam dunked into the piranha tank? That's horrific. Don't think about that.
It would need to be placed carefully to prevent the glass pane from shifting.
Got it, Musclehead? Even if we injected tons of steroids into you, it'd be impossible!
Sorry, you're right.
You didn't need to apologize, Gonta.
How the culprit moved the body from the window. Ha! You guys don't even know that? What a bunch of dimwits.
Do you have the answer then?
But of course. Tell him, Shuichi. Blow him all away with the truth.
I knew it.
I actually don't know that yet.
At least we're honest.
What? The culprit definitely moved the body through the window, but I don't know how.
Seriously?
Serves you right! You just made a fool out of yourself after acting all high and mighty!
Dudes just need to shut up and take their licks!
What are we gonna do, Shuichi? We gotta figure this out or we're done for. Hey, you gotta do something, Shuichi!
Give me a second.
I know. I have to do something, but...
So that's the new question. If we do go along with this line of thinking, we need to figure out how the body got in there in the first place. Well, think positively, Shuichi. We're not dead yet. Somebody slap this boy. He's losing confidence.
I don't think it really matters how the body got into the piranha tank.
Or we could just go with that.
Gonta thinks it matter. We won't know culprit's trick unless we figure out...
We're getting sidetracked. It doesn't matter how it was done, just who did it. We shouldn't focus on where we found the body. Instead, we need to focus on where he was killed.
Ooh, I like that angle.
Where he was killed?
Wouldn't it be more efficient if we focused on the murder scene instead?
I agree.
Yes, that's it. We were so caught up in where the body was found, when we should have been thinking about where the murder occurred.
The murder scene would definitely have more clues about the culprit. Why didn't anyone realize this yet? That's strange.
It's almost like we're getting sidetracked.
Perhaps the culprit steered the conversation away from that topic.
Ooh, who's been paying attention?
Then, culprit is someone in this room.
As it always is, Gonta. It's not as if everyone here wants us to find the truth. Yes! Somebody has been misleading us. Putting us in the wrong direction.
Well then, let's discuss the crime scene to figure out who the culprit is.
But first we need to find it.
That's not a bad idea for a robot. The last time I heard such a good idea was when Nino told me to move in with her under the bridge to get out of the cold.
Minikawa under the bridge?
Oh my god! That was good! Alrighty. I'm thinking another debate. We'll figure out where this actually took place, and if we can do that, then we can start putting the rest of the pieces together. It's not so much about where he ended up, it's where he died.
Thank you, Maki. That was a helpful insight.
I can't believe you didn't notice that. I guess that's why you're still an apprentice.
Ouch, but much appreciated. Yeah, you deserve that one, dude.
First, let's establish the crime scene.
Wasn't it the dorm room? Ryoma was relaxing in his room when he got attacked.
But the cause of death was drowning. There is nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
Drown in toilets? Impossible!
We should consider places where water is stored.
The only place that fits is the pool. Even if you use magic, there's no other way!
Well, it must be the pool then.
No, that little turd drowned in the toilet.
Shut your mouth, you noisy sow.
Ah, Sal!
Jesus! Oh god, Mew. Every time you get insulted, it's like the best day of your life.
First, let's
Alright.
establish the crime scene.
So, everybody assumes it's the pool. That's all well and good, but that's impossible.
But the cause
Especially
of
when
death
we
was
consider
drowning.
that he died after
There's nothing in
nighttime.
his room that could collect
The
enough
pool
water.
rules say you can't go in during nighttime. So we're gonna have to come up with something else. And I think the only person who mentioned the pool was... there you are! Got it! Yeah!
That's wrong!